What is love? Baby, don't desert me. Dun, 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 dun. Papa, papa. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Desert me. Froyo. I was going to talk to you guys about some cool stuff, but I also had desires to make a peanut butter and honey sandwich, which is my new. I love it. Today we are featuring mostly mesquite honey, a product purchased at Trader Joe's. Man. I'm like the Seinfeld of the YouTube generation. What is it? It's like I watched the Truman Show for that reason. That's what this is. I don't know if I have any viewers. I don't think I do. What is love? Baby, don't desert me no more. I told my friend, I met this random traveler downtown, and he was wearing this big backpack, and it had this big, it was all military, like, I'm going to go hike in the jungle for 7 days, and I got this ton of crap. I don't know why you need that much crap. But he was pretty efficient with his backpack, but it was still a little heavy, I'm sure. Toting around town. I took him around town. We had some fun doing that. He's been in like the military or whatever, and he was like a intelligence recon acquirer. He gets your data. He smooches your smoochy data. Yum yum. He's a data man. He's a data man, you know. But then at the end of the night, we were. I was like, oh yeah, I'll give you right back to my place, you know. It was chill. And then he met some guy who, I thought I had more peanut butter. Scotsman! Today we're also featuring peanut butter from Trader Joe's. A fine classic. A finely tuned guitar classic. Wow! Jimi Hendrix! Yeah, so, alright, so we went just to stop because he wanted to see this place in town he had never been to. It's like Sunset Spot. Oh, I'm kidding. My microphone and the honey. Honey, I like you. But not that much. Honey, you're a sweetie. Kiss me, baby. Kiss me, baby. Kiss me, honey. Show me some love. Hello. My name is Extra Crispy. I'm from planet Krypsilon. Hold on, he's firing the Krypsilon torpedoes. Yeah, so we went to see the Sunset Spot, and I'm just going to park for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, you can leave your bag in my car, you know. And he was telling me earlier that he doesn't stay with I asked him what his traveler's rules were, and he was like, I try not to sleep next to other traveler kids, because they're kind of dangerous, like if you're on the street or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, cool, that makes sense. Ew. Getting peanut butter jizz on my hand. Should be screenshot with Dracula ears put on my head. I wish I had fans. I was like famous or something. I would be so much more entertaining and cool. You guys would be like, he's an expert. We need to hire a Patreon subscriber manager. Dude, I gotta finish this story. Okay, so my buddy, what the hell was his name again anyway? He's from Boston. He's like a Boston kid. He's a pretty cool guy. Maybe I'll turn him into my subscriber and track him down. I will do that. And he'll be like the only one who watches this video. And it'll be like, kind of embarrassing. The only one who watches this video and it's about me. But he's anonymous, so I guess he can anonymously comment in the comment boards. Dear Queer McGear, thank you for sponsoring me in your story podcast by Audible and other subscribers. Dude, I bought some Spotify stock. Damn it. I have to finish my story. Okay, so we stopped at the sun-gazing spot. My buddy and I, this random traveler kid I met downtown. And we met some sun gazers. And we were like staring at the sun. and the sun's going down, and we're talking about like whether it's okay sun gazing or not. And my friend had previously told me that, oh yeah, he tries not to stay with travelers he just met or sleep next to him because it's risky. And he's like, hey, can I stay on your guys' couch? Like, just met this guy a minute ago, like 2 seconds ago, because I just walked up to him and was like, what's up, man, sun gazing and stuff? And he was like, yeah, sun gazing and stuff. I forget what exactly was said, but it was to that effect. Is that the end of the story? No, he grabbed his backpack from my car and then he dipped out and cruised up to some like really remote spot. But then he dipped out hitchhiking the next day. Pretty badass, cool way to do it. Much respect for the homie. Oh yeah, I remember his name now, but we'll just call him Lazy Eye for short. Shorthand, old Lazy Eye. My what did I call him? I called him my one-time friend, or my like short-term friend, or like a hooker. Except for a friend kind of hooker, not a sexual kind of hooker. Like somebody who's briefly gonna perform friendship coitus with you. Oh, that was gross. I perform friendship coitus with this peanut butter and honey sandwich. Hello, my name is Sandwich Nose. Oh man, I miss this girl I used to date. There's some stories I could tell y'all. Back in the factory of my life. Yeah. Problem is bread is the dryness. Dude, I wanted to talk to you guys about something really useful. Day trading. Right? This isn't just a useless channel with hilarious nonsense bullshit and mostly just shit you should watch. Okay, day trading. If you buy your stocks at the end of the day and skip the day of volatility, you also skip day trading problems where you won't get hit by there's a rule by the by FFC? Whatever it is, the financial company, corporate, non-profit that runs under a government. I wish I could remember the name of it right now. They have a rule, you can only have $25,000 in your account if you want to day trade more than 3 times in 5 days. If you buy at the end of the day, then you're going to skip all the volatility. And I'm really into that. It's really good. I can't eat this bread, it's too bready. My bread is too bready. I realized there's more comics out there that people are just not willing to watch, right? There's tons of cartoon comics. Like, I feel like comics is extremely gratifying for people who grow their beards too long, like me. I was watching Justice League Action, and then in one of the episodes, Batman's and Wonder Woman are like having a romantic relationship. I know. Man, I wish I could introduce you to my friends. There was some way to interface my reality with theirs. I thought about buying one of those Google Glass setup apparati. I feel like it'd be less intimidating if I'm at random strangers, They might ask, are you wearing Google Glass? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, is it on? I'm like, mm-hmm. I'm like, oh. And that would be the last thing they say. You probably don't want me to chew, do you? But that being said, what if I'm like Brad Pitt? He's always chewing on camera. Oh yeah, muscular jawline. Dude, do you ever look at your bread to make sure there's no mold on it? There's a hair on mine. It's hard for me to look in the camera because I tend to want to look at the screen because I'm so greedy for that, but I probably prefer looking at my eyeballs. Ooh. Back to day trading. So I've been making some money with Amazon. It's just been a fucking flirping firecracker. It really has been doing really well. And I tried Spotify, and that's been doing really well. And I tend to stay away from doing options because they're. That's right, you guys don't want me to eat, even though. Oh yeah, the Brad Pitt thing. He always eats in his movies because people think it makes you more personable. You guys, I'm out of time. I hope you hated this episode. Please dislike and never support my Patreon. or ever subscribe to my channel.